Hello and welcome back to another episode of Unfulfilled with Denise and
Denise.
Today's episode is
Who participates more in bed? You or your mates? I'm gonna start off with little Denise over here.
okay. I'll start off. Who participate more? I would say 85% of the time it's probably the male that participates more so in the bed. Foreplay wise, of course, y'all both into it and things like that. But I'm a woman that tends to let the man take control. So 85%, they're pretty much taking the lead on everything. So they pretty much participating more in the bed.
So you lazy.
I'm a lazy rider. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm a lazy rider. However, the individual I'm dealing with now, it makes me want to do more. So I would say I'm not as lazy as I would have been before, but I am a lazy rider.
Oh, okay. Well, I say 50-50. It could be 50-50. I mean, like you said, it's definitely who you with. The person plays a big part. That significant other plays a big part on how much you want energy you want to put in.
Yeah.
I'm a big pro person on when you're dealing with sex, you should be able to do whatever because you're with that person. If you take the time out to want to have sex with that person, you should have a fucking feast. Have a good time. You should enjoy every bit of it. So for me personally, I won't necessarily say that I participate the most, but I will say I do have my fair share. So that's why I say 50-50. So some days it might be, he might throw it down, and some days it'll be I'm gonna throw it down, But I think when we finished, we both had a great time.
Right, that's the ultimate goal.
I don't want to be lazy. I want to make sure that I give my all every fucking time. So if I'm bored with you, then that means I need a replacement because we need to fix it.
And I'm not lazy rider because I'm bored with it. It's just that I'm just lazy when it comes to that. When it comes to that, it's like, okay, yep, I stroke you about 4, 5, maybe 10 times. Then it's like, all right, you got it.
Or is it because, do you feel like you like that because maybe it's the person who's receiving it, the reaction that they may have?
No.
Let's say it doesn't.
No.
I know sometimes it's like when somebody's into it, it makes you want to, do more.
That's sex in general. Like when
know?
you know that person is into it. Now I know me. I'm just
like,
okay,
that's enough.
Rider.
No needs activated, and now they say, okay, that's it.
Got you enough to keep you hard, keep me wet. Let's go to the next position. It's just like, yeah.
So you like to keep swift and you like keep moving. Okay. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that too, because sometimes I think movement helps out a lot too. It makes it longer most of the time. I mean, you can't guarantee that, that person won't bust, quicker. But at the end of the day, you do be hoping that he gonna go along if y'all switch it up or something like that. And just keeping it going. But yeah, I would prefer not to be lazy. I'm not gonna get on top if I don't feel like it that day. If I'm like for some reason that I'm tired or I'm just not really my 100% best. Like say for instance, because you had them days, you want to give your all, but sometimes you be like, well, damn, man, that ride ain't happening today. Not like that. I'm not gonna get on top.
Bro,
I ain't gonna get on top because I'm like this. It's just like being an A student at school and shit. If all I get is A's. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call out to school for a test if I know I ain't study. Fuck that. I'm not going to take that test.
I'm not going to take that A.
I'm not taking that B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm not going to go in. I'm going to have to play sick or something because I'm not taking that test because I'm an A student. So if I feel like this, if I know I ain't finna ride you right, I'm not gonna get on top. I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. I'll figure out something else to do to still put in that work. But hopefully you're not that type of person who just gotta have that rider every time. Because I'll be like, I'm not doing it because you're not gonna get no part of laziness out of me or lack. because I won't say necessarily lazy, but just
Right,
lack out of me. I'm
lack
going to be
of
like,
it.
no, if I can't give it to you, it's just not going to happen.
And then, like I said, I like for the man to take control. I don't know why. It's just something I like. It just turns me on more when he just like doing his thing. I don't know. It's just to look up and you know, after you open those eyes and you see that he in there, he doing his thing. It's just, I don't know. It just does something to me. So
throwing it up like mac and cheese.
Exactly. So it's like, you got it, boo. I don't even got it. This your world. I'm just living in it. That's what I'm be going through my mind. It be like, yeah, don't ask me. Please don't ask me to do nothing. Because you got it. You doing everything right.
And see, me, I'm the opposite. I want that dude to be like, shit, it's your world, girl. Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's your dick, girl. Damn. Ooh, please don't leave me, baby.
And I've had those moments too, you know. But it's like when you got a good thing, you ain't gotta do much.
Well, I mean, and you don't, but the thing is, but you still want that respect.
Yeah.
You want that title still. So, I mean, so if you feel, because so that means if you got good pussy, period. I mean, if they feel you got good pussy, at the end of the day, they gonna still be, you gonna be the queen still. You still gonna be that queen bee on it. You know, they gonna be like, well, damn, you still a bomb. So, you know, whether you do a whole lot or not. But I'm gonna tell you, you know, just because they lay in it, and that's, you know, you think, oh, because it's warm, after a while, it gets, you know, that gets to the point where, you know, they're like, you know, you got to do something. You got to do something. You got to, you know, you got to squeeze the muscles or something. Even if you lay in, even if you're a person who loves being the you know, the layback person, you know, well, I'm going to lay down, he takes control. Like you said, you know, you prefer a man to take control. So even if he's the one that's, you know, putting most of the energy in, you're going to have to do something with that pussy to make that motherfucker realize that, you know, yeah, you might be up in there. You gonna you gonna be like, well, shit. The muscles gonna flex. Something's gonna give.
You throw it back.
Yeah, something, right? You gotta fuck from the bottom. You gotta do something. You gotta show this. You gotta do something to make that person feel that. Yeah,
it's all
you know,
in the hips, wine in the hips, something. You gotta do something, you know.
Right, you can't just sit there and just act like
but I was just speaking my truth, you know, because we are honest on this podcast. So
right,
I'm just speaking.
Like I said, you know, you lazy.
I was just speaking my truth.
Like I said, we all have good days and bad days,
but
you know. But, you know, and then some girls, you know, they feel like, you know, well, hey, shit, you know, like some, like doggy style, and they feel that, you know, because they like bouncing it to the back, you know, shit, they like pumping back at it. But at the end of, I mean, whatever you choose to do, wherever you think that your hitter is at, where you think that that's where your star at, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
your final finish.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Finish them.
Right. Whatever your finish is, you gotta... You gotta come out the gate swinging with it, you know.
You know, but you know, it just depends though. But I think, you know, I would like to be the one who participate the most as the woman. I think that I want to engage more to satisfy him first. You know, more. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that if I can, because my thing is sometimes I feel like if you get them to bust first real quick and stuff for me, it's like boom. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. Let's see what you got next, you know.
But some of the times that don't happen like that. Some of them be one and done.
But see, that's what I need to know though, because I need to know if you're one and done. Because if you're one and done and you can't get back up afterwards, or it takes too long to get back up, I need to know these things. Yeah. Because like I said, if I'm very sexually active with you, I need to know. Because
yeah, you do.
You know, because if you quick like that, I mean. Okay, what am I gonna do? So that means I need to say, okay, now I know you have to please me
exactly.
first.
And like you said, sometimes we have our good days and our bad days. So, but if that's a good day every time, all the time,
exactly
then
right.
okay, maybe we need to reevaluate this. While you taking your shower, you get that first one off. So when you come in here, we do what we gotta do.
I know that.
You might need to do that. You might need to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, well, if I can get you in, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, say, for instance, you know, you do, he coming in the door, some of you like, boom, you just attack him right away and shit, you taking off his clothes, whatever and stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, you getting them cleaned up and all that stuff. Then next thing you know, you're going down, you're giving him head or whatever, right? Boom. You know, if you're good at it, he might bust one right then and there. So you're like, okay, you busting nuts, cool. You know, now you're expecting him to be able to get back into that play. Right. And I mean, yes, would help. I mean, if you start sucking back on it and it's just not coming up again, you know, we might have an error, you know, a loading error.
Loading,
you know what I'm saying? We might have to figure out, okay,
I had that experience
the connection ain't rebooting.
I had that experience before, and he basically was like, give me a minute. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then the minute turned to 10, then it turned to 20, and they was just like, I'm going to sleep.
Oh, see, hell no. See, so that means, so my thing is then that man should have been able to say, okay, well, you know what? I noticed that I'm not getting back up right now, so let me go down here and eat this cat or something. You know, do something to her, to me. But, you know, if you going to be like that, then at least you need to, you know, oblige in a woman, at least to help her out or something.
Your foreplay might need to be a little longer. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get in the pussy, you know, it's explode. You about to explode. So
and
you
this
might
is
not
even,
need
but sometimes
to.
it even be before you actually get the pussy. Like I said, if you give your man some head first and he busts off of the head, then you like, okay. See, because then I ain't going to give you head. Because they'll be like, oh, fuck that nigga, you going to be done in 5 minutes.
No, you ain't finna get at the beginning, maybe in the middle.
You know, I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna give you that.
At the end,
you know how to rock back up. You know, understand. You know, age, time. You know, sometimes just guys just can't handle it. You that good or whatever or something like that. But you know, like I said, yeah, it can happen. You know, you get some freebie time. You get a couple of minutes where it happens, but you know, and you be like, but after a while, you be like, okay, come on now. You have to figure out how to control yourself to the point where if you see yourself about to do something, you got to figure something out. You know, just like we do. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we trying to figure out how to come, and y'all trying to figure out how not to.
But then it go back to playing off the energy of your partner too with that type of situation. As I said on the podcast before, it's hard when you have a quiet partner. Like you don't know if they really into it. Then it's like, okay, shit, they don't seem to be into it. Let me change this and let me change that. And they could all be into it, but then you in your head thinking, and you done changed the position. Now you done knock the mood off.
So with a quiet person, what would you do? Would you talk to them? Would you make them see if they're interested? Because if I got a quiet person, somebody who's just not saying nothing, I'm gonna say something to you.
Right.
Like,
you have to talk.
Exactly.
You have to talk.
You know,
just give me some, raise a flag or something. Let me know.
I'm not
gonna
sit there and just expect for you to be quiet. Fuck that nigga. You gonna talk to me because I need to know where you at. Because if you not feeling it, shit, I just
let me get up.
Get up because you wasting my energy and my time. Shit, I could have been on a treadmill or some shit for 5 or 10 minutes.
Let me go get Titus. Because if you ain't finna fulfill it, let me go ahead in here and handle what I gotta get done. So then I come back and lay next to you and be just like you.
Exactly. Matter of fact, fuck that. I'm gonna do it right in front of you. Shit, I wanna let you know how my Tickle Me Elmo works, nigga, and you ain't did nothing that he can do.
Thing.
You know, and I be like, okay, well, since you don't know how to do it, let me show you what Tickle Me do.
Or since you don't want to do it.
Exactly.
So it's like, let me know.
I mean, if it's somebody's quiet, I think you should interact with them first and see how they are. Because sometimes they just need that engagement.
Give me an indication. Just let me know.
Sometimes guys need to engage on that engagement. Some guys be afraid to say something because they be like, ooh, what if I say the wrong thing and I make her feel like, I'm disrespecting her or whatever. So a lot of guys be thinking more than we think they do.
But what would be disrespectful?
Well, you know, they be like,
call you a bitch or
something like that. Or
for some women that might be a turn on, but you would never know if they don't open their mouth.
Calling you a hoe or something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or like I said, I think at the end of the day, I mean, name calling is not necessary. It's not necessary to me personally. I don't think you have to go out to that limit and say, you know what, this my pussy bitch and all that. That's not necessary.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So you can use any type of sexual terms without going outside of the name calling, you know. But at the end of the day, if you like that weird shit, and that's fine, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
but you got some people that do
sometimes
like
I even like role playing and stuff and shit, you know what I'm saying? Arrest me, motherfucker. Tell me I'm under arrest. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I need to, you know what I'm saying? Arrest me, lock me up or some shit, put me in a position and shit, then fuck the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? I said spread your motherfucking legs. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you tap my motherfucking arms behind my back. So I said spread them legs because I'm about to search you and shit. The next thing you know, they patting you down and shit. Next thing you know, what's this? They all between your legs and shit. The next thing you know, they be like, oh, I feel something right here. What's this? Shit.
That's my hand.
I know. The next thing you know, I'm like, I feel something too, that dig.
Exactly.
But I love role playing shit, I mean, see, for me, it's like, it's so many things you can do to participate in your in bed with your mate, or just in general. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to do any and everything.
You should.
Some people don't want to do anything.
I mean, because if you at that level, of having sex, that means, one, you're comfortable with the person. Well, no, number one, you trust the person. Mm-hmm. Then, two, you're comfortable with the person. And y'all chemistry is just there for it to be, you know, a good session. And then outside of that, y'all probably laugh, joke, play. It's not just, oh, we're just intimate type of stuff. So it all kind of works together when it comes to situations like that. Because unless you just got a fuck mate that you just, okay, I'm going to call you Thursday. And that's our days, and we gonna get together.
But even that motherfucking fuck base still. Yeah. I mean, because if you got somebody that you fucking, it's something that you want from this person. That's why you got him on your list for Thursday, exactly. Right? You know what I'm saying? Or, and you know, 9 out of 10, you know, it's probably because that's the only time you can see him. But hell, if you can see him on Tuesday, you're gonna probably take Tuesday in too, and Saturday too, because you know this is a person that you sexually attracted to, somebody that you into. So at the end of the day, you're still making the best out of it, whether he's, you know, that temporary lover or not. You know, at the end of the day, you chose that person chose you. So it's some type of connection.
And then I don't care what nobody say. When you like really into a person that you having sex with emotionally, mentally, and all of that, you're going to try to bring your A game every time, regardless. You might have a bad day, but you're going to try
exactly to
bring your A game. You never want to leave that person with a, what the fuck was that?
If I'm not into it, I'm just not into it, and I'm not going to even play the game. If you know, it's just not working today. It's just not working. I'm sorry, you know. And if you got a bad day, shit, just tell me you got a bad day too. Because I don't want just like they don't want no lazy pussy, we don't want no lazy dick. Okay? We like, look, at the end of the day, shit. Because just because, you know, you got this long pole and you think just because you push it in and out for a couple of minutes,
exactly.
We cool.
And then, like I said, and that's what I'm saying, when you're at a point of fucking somebody, you got a line of communication where you should be able to talk about any and everything. I ain't feeling this shit today. Exactly. I just want you to, I want to lay here. Yeah. Okay, well, let's lay here.
Or it might be one of them days where like, the motherfucker be like, well, I just want some head. Can you just do head today? Can you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, because sometimes it's, you know, it might be in a situation where it's really not. That's why I said, you know, who participate more. Sometimes, you know, motherfucker might be like, you know, I just had a long day,
I ain't feeling
this
it.
and that, and you be like, you know, you might want to just want to give him some head. You be like, well, let me give you some head and shit, and you know, you don't want nothing back from it. You might get through, get through and be done with it. Be like, okay, cool, and then he might do the same thing. But let me just eat that pussy, baby. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Like he had a rough day. You know what I'm saying? It could be.
But when you got that type of connection, it's on a whole nother fucking level. Yeah. That's a whole nother level. Because you don't need nothing from it, and they don't need nothing from it. At the end of the day, they just
because at that point you get pleasure in pleasing that person.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't even mentally, it don't even matter if you're not getting nothing in return. It's like, as long as they satisfied, I'm good.
Exactly, because that's what I say. If you sucking dick, you should be into sucking dick. If you're not into sucking dick, then you're doing something wrong, or you shouldn't suck dick, because you should be just as wet as any. You know, just like it's you finna get your pussy ate. Mm-hmm. You should be in tune with it. You should want it as much. Hell, you should have your fingers down there, probably playing with your own pussy, or you sucking on this dick. You know what I'm saying? Period. Mm-hmm. You should be able to enjoy the moment, but that also comes with feedback too. Like you said, you don't want no quiet nigga. You want somebody who be talking about you know, you want the emotions, the sounds, or something. You know, talk to you. If I look up for a second just to see what you're doing, nigga, you better act like shit that you have ate the best fucking cheesecake in this world or something. I don't give a fuck what it was.
Or you just won the lottery.
Exactly. Like, I can't believe this shit. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Every time I get in this, it's just the same.
Exactly. You know, so you know, because that's going to make me go even harder. Because I'm like, oh, okay, you liking this shit. And my goal is to bust that nut. That's the goal. Exactly. That's every woman's goal. I don't know about every woman's goal, but for women who freaky, and they goal is to bust that nut off a sucking dick. I don't care what nobody say. If you don't bust the nut off a sucking dick, so you feel like you did accomplish shit. Because dudes are so quick to say, oh, I don't bust off a sucking. You know, for nobody sucking my dick, I just don't bust. And she'll be like, oh, nigga, but you just did it in 5 minutes. Clock.
Exactly.
Click, clock.
Another scamp on my book.
Exactly. So that's something like and just like what dudes feel, I'm gonna make her come. You know, that's a challenge for some, you know, guys, especially if they really into sex. They're gonna be like, well, that's the first thing that I'm trying to do is make sure that she come. If nothing else, she gonna fucking come.
Yeah, and if that guy give off that energy, like he just finished eating you out or whatever, he give off that energy, like that big guy energy, like, oh, that's what we doing? Oh, you really trying to make me come? Okay. That makes you then want to flip it like, oh, okay, bro, I got something for you. All right. And then it makes you want to be like, oh, yeah, I'm finna suck you just like you did me. 10 times more to the 10th power, you know. So it's just all be like who the partner is.
Yeah, definitely the partner plays well. Definitely like I say, either the partner, but definitely that sexual attraction has to be there. Period.
Yeah.
You definitely have to want that person. You have to want that person enough to create that fantasy, that magic. Period. You know, you gotta want the person, because if you want, as long as you want the person, anything is possible. You know, if you don't want the person and it's just, you know, cool, if you got to be drunk and all that shit, then yeah, you might want to
not do it.
Yeah, think twice. I mean, you might do it still because you're drunk, shit, but you might be, you know, you just realize that it's not going to be something that you would experience if you wasn't drunk, or, you know, if you're not into that person. So you just have to make your choices.
I think if you have to be intoxicated to do it, don't. I don't think you should, because once you cross that threshold, it could become challenging.
Yeah.
It could become challenging.
I definitely agree.
Especially depending on who the person is. Like, if it's a one-night stand type of situation, you might not know you got Keisha from the crazy house. Now she at your house, banging out the windows, know where you work, got your Facebook, got your mama name, and then you be like, damn, bitch, I was just drunk. I was just trying to fuck. And then now,
bringing you lunch and shit, talking about something.
You like, who the fuck is this?
I was just wanting to make sure you ate today.
Exactly.
And he like, no, I'm good. But, you know, yeah, at the end of the day, you're right. You don't know who you getting and stuff. And me in the same way, too. I done met a couple of them crazy motherfuckers
Exactly.
before.
You have stalker type people.
Bringing you shit. Be like, okay, dude, don't do that. Don't do that.
Now, I don't want to discourage those women that do check on their man or woman.
But you saying they man.
Yeah, or they individual throughout the day, whatever you want to call it. But y'all got to understand what y'all are throughout the day to make sure they ate and stuff like that. I'm not discouraging y'all to not text them.
But I'm just talking about. Just make sure they're yours first before you do that.
I'm talking about we just met when I was on vacation or something like that at the bar with
don't be like that. Don't be like that girl who was looking for that dude that was married.
We don't want it. What's that movie with Martin Lawrence and that lady? What's that movie? We don't want one of those. Where she beat herself the orange. We don't want one. Thin line between love and hate. We don't want that type of situation.
But no, that was a true story about the girl who was on Instagram talking about, so she met this dude, and the guy had to get on the post because she was like, I met this dude because in Florida, whatever.
Yeah, she said TikTok do y'all thing.
Do y'all thing and found him there, found out the guy was married.
Well, he no. He knew he was married.
And then she didn't know he was married because he had no ring on. But he knew he was married. But he said, but we only talked for like 5 minutes, no more than 7 minutes. And the thing is evidently he done did some things that probably made her feel a certain way, whether it was 5 minutes, 7 minutes, or whatever. So if he didn't if he didn't identify himself in the beginning that he was a married man, and she made that decision, she didn't make that decision herself to say, well, I still want to be talking to you, then it's be a different story. But you sitting up here, she thinking that shit, she found some dude she trying to holler at on the slide.
He couldn't, because that wife came in that girl inbox and said, keep all of this.
Yeah. Exactly. So you got to be careful how you play the game too.
Exactly.
So if y'all out there playing the game, just be careful, because we do have some Shaniquas and some Nicoles and
and we
some
got
Killer
some Earls and Mikes and Ephraim's and all of them.
Exactly.
That's crazy as hell too. So it's just like you just gotta be mindful.
There's the only chick that can come in my inbox claiming her man is Morris Chestnut's wife. That's it. And I'm gonna tell her the truth.
And Nelly's single again, so I mean,
you know what I'm saying. But shit, Morris Chestnut is the only one that
that you would go to war for.
Shit, I ain't going to war for him. Shit, I just want to cut that ass.
She gonna say, "Come here, bring that deal."
I know.
Morris.
Come here,
Morris. Come here.
Morris get enough attention, but no, I'm just saying that just one of my favorite actors. I had a crush on him forever, and met him in person, and a great guy. Definitely just as handsome in person as he is on television.
Yeah, but
But
participation in the bedroom can go
it is.
Either or.
I think the participation is, definitely up to the individual. I think it should be 50-50 though. Everybody should participate. I feel like if you don't have somebody participate, you find you another fucking mate. I'm sorry. You need to enjoy sex. You need to want it, and you need to. It's a good experience. It's something that you should want to do. You should want to, and you should enjoy. If you don't enjoy, something's wrong. The link up is wrong, and that's saying something right there. Unless that person is going through something and you understand, and you have to be patient with that person or something, I get it. But if you just meeting somebody and they give you one good night of sex and then after that it changes, and you don't see improvement, then yes, you might want to.
But let's see why. Let's break down why would it change, though.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, some women do that. Some women will blow your mind, or dudes, they will blow your mind away on the first round. You'll be like, oh, girl, that was the best shit ever. And then you never get it again.
It's mediocre afterwards.
Shit, it might not even be mediocre. Shit just sucks, I mean, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. You either good or you
so
suck.
That was still okay. They put it down the rail, you win.
Yeah, and then after that,
now you want to keep going back to it. So that's when you establish boundaries.
Yeah, I'm like, if I don't get what I got that first night,
I don't want it.
I don't want it no more. I'm done. I'm like, no, I'm too old for that shit. I'm sorry. I mean, my thing is that right now is, I want to be pleasured all the fucking time. Every time I open these motherfucking legs up, I want to be pleasured. You know what I'm saying?
That's your shit.
If I open my legs, my mouth, my head, whatever I open up, nigga, I want to be pleasured. I know I talk about ass a lot of shit. Y'all, so what? Shit, ain't nothing wrong with getting your ass licked. Shit, I love my ass being licked. Shit, blowing that motherfucker for me.
It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing.
That's a new way of saying that I love you. No, I'm just playing.
Or you had some good shit. I don't love might not come up all the time.
Love might not be there, but look, love might not be there, but it's okay.
We live in the world of COVID, so love might not be there.
Look, I can't kiss you, so let me kiss you.
I just trust you at this time. Because we have to wear masks with everybody else, so
everybody look good with mask on.
No, take your mask off. I need to know if you missing
I know
a tooth.
You might miss a tooth or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be shit, or that breath might be jacked up too, or something. So at the end of the day, you definitely want to make sure you can, see that person's face for real. Because I'm telling you, a lot of people do look nice with masks on, and when they take that mask off, it do not identify the truth sometimes. Of what
but even without a mask, like the more you be around a person, you begin to see different things in their features.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I didn't know you had that right there.
That's because everything else in this part is covered, so you'd be like, And me, I try not to look at people, because I think we all got flaws and nothing's perfected. No matter what, you could be the finest thing that you might think you're the finest thing, but there's always something that that somebody has something on them that's not great. So you'd be like, well, shit, fuck it, You ain't gonna be all that and stuff, But at the end of the day, like I said, you keep that mask on too if you need to. I'm okay with that.
You gotta have a mask on. I only want to be by you, baby.
Well, I'm playing it safe, shit. Fuck that. Keep that mask on.
Yeah. If we coming in that,
I'm just joking.
If we coming in that close proximity, bruh. No. Nah.
Yeah.
You better take a COVID test 3 days before that.
Shit, not these damn COVID tests be fucked up, so I don't know. Right. But it's all good. They be saying false positive, false. I don't know what the hell that shit is and stuff.
Or we gonna quarantine together, baby.
Yeah, now we can fucking quarantine together. And we both got it. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it together.
As well.
But all jokes aside, though, it is a good thing when you can find a mate that matches your energy and that you can both participate equally in. Like I said, I think a lot of people don't want lazy sex if they can get that. Yes, I do say, some people prefer certain positions, and it's okay to not be a rider. If you don't want to be, if that's not what you prefer to do, it's okay. But just whatever you perfect it in,
do that.
Do it, because at the end of the day, when a man sees that the energy is there for him, he's fine. Even if it's not riding him, because you don't always have to ride a guy for him to feel that this is it. But you got to do something to let him know that you're interested too. Because if you're not a good rider or you don't want to ride, and he might take it in another offense. It might just be like, you might say, well, that's just not me. I'm into you, but I just don't want to do it that long, or I'm not into it. That's just me. So you have to figure out what works for you to let that person know that energy is still there though.
Right.
Because other than that, it's like, well, damn, she ain't even interested in me. She wouldn't even ride me. She gave me 3 pulls and that was it, So you just, you have to switch it up, do whatever you feel is best and whatnot and stuff. And like I said, hey, make them knees and them legs work for you.
Make knees activate.
Mm-hmm. And make them legs work for you. Like I said, keep the motherfuckers out the way. They'll be fine.
Shit. Well, this has been another great episode of Unfulfilled with Denise. Until next time, deuces.